Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. Now, that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a ring on a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
This is Howard on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Set! Blue 30! Hurry up, let's go! Rush in, rush in, rush in.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw.
Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deion Sims, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive will start with Connor. A gain of 3, 2nd down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go and he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Here's Conner. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
3 down, 180.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Check. Lock in.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's going to wind up in there into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 46 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Trubisky now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set! Black 80!
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Vance McDonald from 4 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Roethlisberger steps away. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Boswell's kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Hey, gotta go.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Steelers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Jack 16.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Trubisky to throw, escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes a quarterback look a whole lot better. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ben to throw again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Howard. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Set. Black 20.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
You see it?
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
Money back.